okay, you took the test the first time, you failed, and when you took the test the second time and they told you you passed, how did you feel? Like, what did you do? Did you scream? Did they tell you to shut up? What happened?
So the test is wired whereby you needed that time, like when I took it, you needed to wait for 72 hours to call the 1-800 number,
God.
or you pay $10 and you get the result next day.
Okay, so what did you pay the $10 to get the result? Okay. So the result was, do you call or do they call you? Do they email you? Come on, what they do?
I know. So you log in and then you pay the $10 through like credit card,
Right.
and it take you from one place to another place, your name or whatever, and then boom, you get the result.
Okay, because I want you to walk me through the journey. I want to be Rebecca. So you log on, right? And
Okay.
get to the first page, and you know you want to pee your pants. Be honest. You know
Okay.
you did.
Let's be the real Rebecca here. So I was working as an interpreter. And then I took the test. I took some time off and I told everybody the first time. So next day I came to work. Everybody's like, "Hey, Rebecca, did you pass the test?" I'm not going to lie, of course. No, I did not pass the test. Oh, and then, so I hate pity. Pity just,
Right.
it made me feel like I'm truly weak. So next time when I took the test, I did not tell
So
anybody.
anybody.
So I was sitting in my office and I had other interpreters. I was the Arabic Dinka interpreter then, and then I had some others interpreter. So I was just like just doing it where nobody see it. If I don't pass, they don't even know I took the test. So, and then I see that I started screaming, crying, praying, and then they didn't know what happened. I was like, and they're like, look at the screen, look at the screen. It said pass. It and I printed it. I called my father. My father is the wing beneath my all wings. Father
Hmm.
is the person who made me who I am. So it's the first person I called for anything, everything, anything, anytime. It was a night time for him, and I called him and I cried and I told him like that. Thank you for giving me the gift of education. If you did not build me this way, I would not be standing here now as proud nurse in America, the number one respected job in the whole of America. So this is your daughter now. This is the daughter you built. So it is a very huge moment for me. And from that time, I refuse to see anything else but gratitude, because that things are working for me and I need to be focusing on what works only.
Right. And to keep that positive mindset. Look, I got so excited with your story. I forgot to talk about our sponsors. So let me talk about my sponsor now. So today's show is sponsored by PCT Cleaning, prestigious cleaning team. They are COVID certified. So if you're looking for someone to come and clean your house, or if you have a manufacturing company, if you have a studio, if you have a mansion, a school, whatever it is, they're COVID-19 certified. They're located in Cobb County, Georgia, but they travel. They can be reached at 770-422-5326. That's 770-422-5376. They're COVID-19 certified when it comes to cleaning. There isn't anything that they won't clean. So reach out to them if you're looking for someone, because right now we have people, kind of nervous, but we let people come in our house to clean. But if they're just using Fabulosa, no, we're talking about cleaning solutions, because I went through it with them. There's a solution that they have that if you spray it on the surface and if someone has COVID and if they touch the surface and they leave and someone else comes in like 3 minutes later and touch the surface, no, 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 you won't get Rona. You won't get Rona. But so back to you, Rebecca, because when I say your story is inspirational, and baby, that skin that you're in, it is glowing, honey, glowing. Okay, you shine a little bit too bright for me, and I'm talking about your skin is glowing. It's just beautiful. Your teeth, your shirt, you're just beautiful inside out. And we've become, like creating a relationship with each other, talking to you and just listening to your strength. And I'm telling you, because there's days sometimes when I'm like, oh my God. But when I think about what you've gone through and you're still pushing, because, okay, you become a nurse. You wasn't satisfied with that. You wanted to be an entrepreneur. So, what led you to want to be an entrepreneur?
Well, you gotta grow. That how I start to take life with kind of I own my life back now. So when I was working as a CNA, it's a very, very, very difficult job, but it's very, very noble. I'm a Christian and I was raised Christian, very religious Christian. My father's a pastor. So, and then I learned when Jesus came to our world, he came as a teacher before he was a savior. And he taught several years before he saved the universe. So this time when I felt like I need to make a change, we need to be teaching. We need to be doing a lot of teaching in order for us to see change. Because if somebody can do something one way and there's only one, so you have just one impact. But if you taught like three, four, five people, they would do the same things in five different ways, in unique ways. So I felt like, you know what? Why don't I do this? When I was a CNA, I could see like where the doors closed and the whole health system is waiting for your report. You are the first one who see them when they're depressed. You are the first one you see. Let's talk gross here. You see like their stool is changing color. You are the first one you see them bleeding, or they be on the phone and then crying. You're the first one who see that. If you stay quiet about it, the nurse is not gonna know, the doctor's not gonna know, the family's not gonna know, nobody else knows. So we have very great responsibility. So I felt like after I became a nurse, all my attitude, it was just like a CNA. I want to be present there. I want to be holding you. I want to help you to be lifted. I want to do this and do this. So then at this point of my life, I said like, what about training, as a CNAs and just close this. We have a very big gap in the state of Missouri. I live in Kansas City, Missouri. Always we are in need of CNAs. And the few CNAs we have, they work to death because we don't have many. We don't have many schools. We don't have many instructors. So, and we have bigger jobs to do because the population is growing older and healthier. So the need of nursing home is increasing every day. So, like in my zip code or other five zip codes around me, I'm the only CNA school. So
Mm.
I located it there for a reason because we need more people to be trained to do the job. It's as noble as we know right now. And I thought about this even before the pandemic. Maybe it was God whispering in my ears, the time of need is about to be here, and then He needed me to do this, and it was a calling for me. I enjoy every bit of teaching moment in our place. My nursing facility, my CNA school is called Mercy Health Academy. I teach CNAs for days, evening, and weekend. I teach phlebotomy. I do like evening program and weekend program days. I do BLS. And another thing, like when I was in the process of opening a CNA school and it was not to be open because of processing with just like frozen and all these things, I was certified as a BLS instructor. My school was open, and by today I certified 120 medical provider uh, through during the pandemic, and I made my training so personalized. I had a mom who's taking care of her son. She worked for the insurance company and she worked from home. And then her son is diagnosed with leukemia, so she cannot be in public, but she needed BLS. So I brought her to my place where nobody was there for 2 days and I sanitized everything and I was able to do that for her. I had a pediatrician, she's an ICU doctor. She responded to the call for COVID in New York when the pandemic it was just like outrageous and they were calling all the nurses and doctors to respond. So she was retired and she wanted to respond, but she didn't have anybody to train her because all the BLS classes they were closed. I was open, and I was open only for her that day because I wanted her to feel special. She's doing this big cause. So I'm doing this with pride, not necessarily the money, because we need to make ourselves visible. We need to make ourselves visible in classrooms, in football fields. We need to make ourselves visible in White House so that where we can just make the change. We cannot make the change when we are hiding. We cannot make the change when every instructor in this place does not look like us. And then we think like we are part of this country. Or every other nurse or every other engineer, it looks different than us. And then we think that we can give. So we need to be just like visible there. So this is my aspect of just being in front of classroom. I have capacity of teaching 15 students. My class is very, very diverse. I stand in front of those people and they will remember somebody like me can do something.
So here's the question I always ask. Why is it important, Rebecca, that women support each other?
Oh gosh, we need to say that over and over and over. We need to support each other because we are the one who hold the life together. We understand life from the first kick. We carry those children in our womb, so they're part of us. They're made out of blood, flesh, spirit, everything. We nurture people to grow. We have the understanding of the value of being peaceful and being prosper in this kind of environment. So it's very important for another woman to say, like, you know what, I get my shoulder. I don't want to forget in this forum to thank Victoria Randall.
Yes, yes.
Victoria Randall, she came out and she said, you know what, it was hard to open a CNA school. And if it's hard in Georgia, it's hard in so many cities. So I want to make the change. I'm not making the change of just training CNAs. I want to make it easier for people who want to open CNAs school. And this is another woman understanding the need. So, and then I just love being a woman because it's easy to understand life. It's easy to understand strengths because sometimes people think we are weak because we are physically wired differently. But we have so many strengths that if it comes to use, the whole universe will not be the same again.
When I created the Women Are Worthy show, and our mission statement was we're here to empower women, build character, motivate the soul. But I realized I'm working in the community because the show is just called Women Are Worthy, but we interview men, women, children. We're very diverse, Black, whites, Indian, Asian. It's a very diverse tribe that I've created. I changed that to not just women, that we're here to empower, build character, motivate their souls. We're here to build the character of the community because we're the community. And I believe I am my sister and my brother's keeper. And every story has to be told. It shouldn't just be someone born in America. And I think it's important, particularly because we have the election that just passed, that people understand that there are people out there who are immigrants and they have their citizenships and they're doing great things, and there's no reason to complain when we can do what we need to do because you've done it. Again, you've left your country. Ahmed said he's going to grab a cup of coffee and sit and listen. He said this show is worth watching. Thank you, Ahmed. Particularly, this organization did bring many talents to light. And I know we do that as well. So we're just looking for people to just share their story. And for some people, because right now people, they're depressed during this pandemic. They're isolated, so they're depressed. So we also want to remind people to please support the Women Are Worthy channel. I'll put that in the box. It's the Women Are Worthy Network on YouTube. Please subscribe. And we're on the Women Are Worthy show on Facebook. And please also follow our show on Facebook and Instagram. So it's the Women Are Worthy show on Instagram and Facebook. And it's the Women Are Worthy Network on YouTube. So what I like to say, if you want to join our tribe, just subscribe. Yeah. I'm so silly. But I love just being a positive person because when I'm walking in Christ and I try to shine a light on people that are doing positive things. Right now, the world is kind of, because of what happened recently, the election, people are fighting back and forth, Democrat, Republican, Independent. I just want to see humanity back. That's all. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican. I just want humanity back. So, in my little space that I've created, I want to showcase people who are positive. Negative Nellies don't come near me because I have this force field that says, look, I'm not playing with you. I'm going to knock you out. Okay. And I'm not going to physically knock you out, but my energy is going to knock you out. So I am just so proud that you shared your story because I want you to come back. Welcome to our village, Rebecca. Welcome to our village. I'm here anytime you need me. I'm here to support you. Anything that I can do to help you and your movie, your documentary that you're doing. I predict you're going to do amazing.
Thank
Okay, because you have this light about you. Your skin, honey, is gorgeous. Okay, gorgeous.
thank you.
And it's not the outside, it's what's inside that's coming outside. And that's what I see. And that's what I love about you, because you're not letting anything get you down. And you remind me of, I've gone through some things, and I talk about it because I want people to see you don't have to wear your scars. And just because I don't have scars you can't see, that doesn't mean they're not there. But this is what a young lady and I talk about. This is what healed looks like. Because we can't keep, oh, woe is me, woe is me. Baby, you are phenomenal. And I just love your spirit. You are amazing. And I know within 5 years from now, you're probably going to own 50 CNA schools, and you deserve it. So we want to thank everyone for tuning into the Women Are Worthy show. Monday's show, we're going to be speaking to the vegan mechanic at 7 o'clock. Yes, wait till y'all hear this. He's actually a mechanic and he's vegan. This guy is phenomenal. So tune into our show on Monday at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Women Are Worthy Network on YouTube, the Women Are Worthy show on Facebook and Instagram. So with that, I want everyone to have a great Friday. And guess what, Rebecca? Today is Friday the 13th, and we had a great time, honey, a great time.
I want to make one announcement really quick.
Sure.
So today, my first student ever, she took her board for certification for the state of Missouri. The first student that I sent to the state of Missouri, and she passed.
What's her name? Could you give her first name?
Yes, she's okay. She knows I was going to do this. Her name is Bonet. Her last name Bonet. Her first name is Evelyn. She's from the country of Haiti. She has
Okay.
a similar story of mine. And then today she passed, and there was a job waiting for her. And guess what? In next 2, 3, 4 days, she's going to be behind closed door taking care of real patient who mean so much to us. They're grandparents to us. Those are just grandparents to our dear people. Because in the state of Missouri, pandemic, the COVID-19 is more in nursing homes. Now we have like big populations that are affected. So they are hiring CNAs. And then she wrote her sleeve, and she's a new hero. She want to take care of this. And I'm proudly just, I'm her instructor.
And I'm proud that you did that, because not only are you an instructor, you're going to change her life.
Yeah.
Financially, she'll be able to take care of her family. And so people don't understand. I think they do, but I just want it noted that she's changing a generation. So thank you for doing that, and congratulations. I'm just so proud of you. I feel like you're my baby, like my baby. Look at my baby. So proud of you, Rebecca. So without further ado, I want to tell everyone to please have a great weekend. And also, don't forget self care. Do not forget about taking care of yourself, whether it's massages, whether it's getting the kids out of the house and you just sleeping, whether it's reading a book, watching mindless television. Please don't forget self care, because mental health is real in this pandemic. It's real. So, without further ado, I want to thank you guys for tuning into the Women Are Worthy show. We love you. We'll see you next week. Thank you and have a great evening. Bye.